Hey guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead, and time for a video on a surprise I'm doing for Tom. If you can remember yesterday when I went to Bronson, I bought rhubarb. Tom has a lot of favorite pies, but his ultimate favorite pie is strawberry rhubarb. And I asked him yesterday, what's your favorite pie? And he's like giving me a list. I go, what's your ultimate? Because I've only made it once and I messed it up. So hopefully I don't today. But he's like, strawberry rhubarb pie. His sister-in-law, if she wanted him to do something, she goes, I'll make you a strawberry rhubarb pie. He goes, 2 and we got a deal. So I am going to chop this. And I asked him, do you like thin slices or thicker? And he goes, well, what do you mean thicker? So I'm going to do, I don't know if those are inch pieces, half inch, not quite sure. But before I measure anything, I'm going to cut the entire thing. And because whatever I have left, I'm going to freeze. I got this for $1.49 a pound. So actually here in Michigan, that's really a really good deal right now. I do have rhubarb, but I've never been able to do anything with it yet. And this is going into our 4th year, so I don't know if I just don't have the soil for it. I don't know. You hear the lawnmower, he's doing outside work. Well, I'm doing inside. I've got everything thawing out so I can get his stuff for his lunches done today. We're going to get all of our inside work done today, outside work, so that tomorrow we can kind of just chill. So it's going to be a busy day today. I got his meat and cheese thawing out. I've got, what else? Oh, I got rice for tonight thawing out. Yeah. So I'm getting quite a bit. Now, any of these that are great, big, and wide like that, I'm going to cut in half because I don't think we need that big of a piece. And all this has been washed and everything too, so. You guys, my grandma used to have the biggest rhubarb plants in the back of her house. And we didn't even care if she ever made pie with it, which she did once in a while, but us kids would just sit back there and we'd eat rhubarb till you could taste it in your nose. So I'm going to get this rhubarb cut up and then I'll be back to the next step. Alright, so I got a pretty nice bowl of it. And I did have to take a bite. And it isn't as sour as I remember it. How sad is that? Now I bought 2 pounds of strawberries. So I'm going to cut them, and I asked him, do you want those in small chunks? And he's like, nope. So it's his pie. We're going to do it the way he wants it. We're going to plant strawberries here probably next weekend. I know there won't be any this year, but we're putting it in my triple layer out there in the garden so that maybe next year, the year after, we'll have some, which would be nice. And because we're putting in that triple thing, it can actually grow down and, you know, do all that good stuff too. So we're pretty excited about that too. I know for those of you that never have handled knives, don't cut your strawberries this way. Cut them on your cutting board. I think he's going to like it. Hopefully it turns out. Last time it turned out kind of soupy. But he said it was still tasty, so we just put it in a bowl instead, you know. It just wasn't firm. I picked a different recipe this time, so hopefully, I don't know. You know, just because something doesn't turn out the right way doesn't mean it doesn't still taste good. So we still put it in that bowl, and we ate it that way. And it was perfect. It just wasn't a nice slice of pie, that's all. Alright. And these are washed too. Make sure you wash them. So I'm going to get all these cut up, and then we're going to move along. I know I told Tom, I said, you know, I took fruit out of the freezer for his his parfaits, and I'm like, I'm going to have leftover strawberries. What was I thinking? So either I'll send it to him whole, or I'll freeze those up for a different day. So, and we need 2.5 cups of strawberries. But I'm going to add 3 cups. Did your battery run out, Tom?
What's that? Yeah.
So we've got the strawberries. I'm going to put those off to the side. And then we need 3.5 cups of fresh rhubarb. Look how much rhubarb I got out of that.
Oh, wow.
So there'll be some still frozen. We've had a busy morning already, haven't we, Tom?
Yep.
We had to go get our oil changes. He forgot to get the car his truck washed, but I didn't. And we got our cars washed, and we had to go get our tanks filled up. So yeah, it's been a busy but an expensive morning. Ugh. Anybody knows those your oil changes anymore are just ungodly. It's stupid. Alright, let me grab another bowl. I forgot. Sometimes my brain just doesn't work. It's really not that bad, but anyway, we are going to use a 1/3 cup of cornstarch. Alrighty, and then we're going to use something, get it? We're going to use 1.5 cups of sugar. And I'm already getting all over myself. Alrighty. And this recipe doesn't call for it, but I always remember my grandma when she did make the pie. I think she always added cinnamon to it. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. To that as well. I'm pretty sure she did. I mean, I think so. I don't know. It's been a long time. So we're going to mix all that together, because we want it blended pretty good. Now hopefully, because I'm doing it on camera, it will turn out this time. Wouldn't that be great? Like I said, the last one turned out really tasty. It just didn't thicken up. Alrighty. So now we're going to pour that over our mixture of fruit. And we're going to blend that together really good. Make sure that all the fruit gets covered. And just mix it up really, really good. Oh, you guys, look how pretty that already is. It's going to be amazing. You know what I should do is just freeze my strawberry and, well, maybe not. Never mind. I was going to say, maybe I should just freeze it together and then just pour it right into a pie pan. But we won't do that, because I'm not sure how that would react. You know what I mean? The berries and the rhubarb together frozen. I'm not sure how that would work. Some things freeze good together, but who knows if that would, you know what I mean? If any of you know for sure, let me know. And then maybe down the road he can get another pie. Ha ha ha. I'm sure he would just hate that. Alright, so we're going to let that sit over there for a minute. And then if you guys remember, I always get these when I get a chance to do the pie crusts. These ones were from Pine View. I got them for 99 cents a piece. Now for those of you that know me, I don't do egg wash. This does say to do egg wash, but, well, I don't like egg wash. So it won't have egg wash in it. If you want to do butter, plain, whatever you want to do, go for it. I'm good with plain. You know, my ex-husband's dad always made his pies with egg wash. But my grandma never did that. Once in a while she put butter on it and sugar. But I don't remember her ever doing the egg wash. Maybe she did. I don't know. You know, she used to make pies over at Truffant when they used to have a restaurant over there. She would be paid for the pies. And she was just an awesome, awesome pie maker, you guys. Best pies you could ever ask for, seriously. She was so good at it, it just, yeah. I think it ran in the family, not with me, but because it actually wasn't relation to her, it was relation to my dad, but this lady we used to call Granny, and she wasn't my grandma. But you could walk into her house and you could smell Fig Newtons, homemade ones. You could smell cookies and pies and you know, just breads and biscuits, and every time you'd go into her house you could be like full without eating a thing. I am so serious when I tell you that. It was just amazing. You know, it might have been actually, because I think it was, yeah, it would be on my grandpa's side. Because it was actually my grandpa's sister. So, yeah. Then I'm going to take the second one. I know I got a review I got to do today too. It's pretty cool though, so I'm pretty excited about that one. So now we're going to put it up, and it depends on how fancy you are. I just tuck mine down in so it meets up with the other one. I'm not a crust person. Making it, baking it, or eating it. I always give my crust to somebody else. I mean, I'll eat the part with the pie, but the part on the ends and stuff, no. I've just never, even my grandma's pie crust that was really, really good, I've never liked pie crust. I know, that's terrible, isn't it? And I'm going to pinch it together like this. I just pulled too tight on one of them. Oh, I left a piece out. What a shame that I did that. And we're going to cut along the top. Now, if you wanted to, you could actually sprinkle sugar over top of that, but I don't think we need any more sugar. So, I forgot to get out a baking pan too. I know you guys can say, geez, Chris, get it together. Geez, Chris, get it together. My oven is preheated at 400. And with pies like this, you definitely want to put something underneath of it, because a lot of times they will leak. And then you'll have one heck of a mess in your oven. So, this one says 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Then turn the heat down to 350 for 45 to 50 minutes. Boy, that's a long time, isn't it? All right. So I guess I'll be back when it's done, and I'm going to get all my other housewife business done too. Thanks for coming along with me, you guys. Alright, so she's done. It did take the full 50 minutes, and it did overflow a little bit, so good thing I put that underneath, otherwise it'd be all on the bottom of my oven. So, we will give it a try tonight at supper, see what he thinks, because you definitely want to let it set. And I think that's one of the things that I didn't do before. I was so excited to give it to him that I forgot to let it set. So, I'm definitely going to let it set. We're not even going to start dinner for 2 hours, so we'll let it set. And we'll try it then. So thanks for coming along with me. It's springtime, time for strawberries and time for rhubarb. Let's make something with it. You guys have a blessed day, be a blessing, and I'll see you at supper.